have we increased the number of developers over the years? Because it looks pretty linear.
It is very linear, and actually it means that in a sense the effort is going up because it's harder to make changes. The code base is more stable. So the fact that we keep adding new code at the same pace means that we have more effort being put into it. If the effort was constant, you'd expect that it would stay down. But yeah, I mean, it could grow faster. One day we put the Microsoft lines of code on top of it. And see how ridiculous.
We don't really want lines of code to grow. We want, really a better measure would be regressions or something else. Number of matches.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of unimplemented functionality that can only be implemented with more lines.
Yeah, there are many DLLs we don't have. We don't want the code to grow in the areas where it's good enough. So kernel is not growing. We have but maybe 400 DLLs now, and there are 4,000 being business. So we still have some ways to go.
Then you need to start separating the DLL separately, right?
Well, maybe at some point. And so this is the number of commits. Also the same graph as usual. Kind of, there are fewer extreme high number of commits in the last year. So we need to find out more IDs for search and replace fixes. We can bump up the number of those. But the average is pretty much around 800 commits per month. And it's also pretty much constant, which is still kind of impressive. It's like 40 commits per workday every single day. So I want to talk a little about regression tests. That's always a very fun topic. And now we actually have a test bug, which is huge. Yay! And I really love it. I mean, I get my batch queue, and there's a little flag saying whether test passed or not. That's really useful. And it does mean that you need to be careful about sending proper sequences so that the test bot can figure out how to test the batches. And you may have noticed that I'm being more strict about that, because I want to see the batches go through the test bot before applying them. So if we send just one batch in the series and it doesn't go to the test bot, most likely I'm not going to apply it. And of course, the next step is to have a Linux test bot that tests wine and not just that runs the test on wine and not on Linux. And of course, that's much harder to do because in theory, you want to run the full test suite for every batch. But maybe that's something we can discuss and find a way of doing. For me, it would be great because I'm doing it now. Basically, I apply the batches and I run the test. And when there's a failure, it kind of disrupts my workflow. I need to go back and do the batches and find the one that works. So if there were a test bot to do that would be great. And of course, the test bot is useful as far as tests usually succeed. So we need to make some more effort to ensure that all the tests succeed by default, so that the reports are actually meaningful. And so I'm going to show it on status.